Hi everyone, my name is Ellen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to update you on the fragrances that I want to get use on or finish in the year of 2025. So I think this is the second update, maybe? I was originally planning to do this like once a month, and then something weird happens in the winter where I just like can't do anything at all. But I am slowly being pulled out of that pit. I'm just in my sort of cozy bathrobe right now because I have to film in my basement and it is still really cold where I live. I have a bunch of sort of exciting rollouts. Because it's been so long since I last filmed, I hit a bunch of goals and then I decided I would kind of like just enjoy my collection a little bit. So that means a lot of things are rolling out and we have a lot of new roll-ins, which is fun. I will start with the most exciting thing, which is this fragrance. My goal was to finish it and I did. So here's what it looks like. I mean, there's still a little bit of stuff at the bottom, but that's okay. It's a bit hard to spray like the stuff out just because the nozzle, like the stem, is a bit short there, but I'm okay just to leave a little tiny bit at the bottom if I want to come back and revisit the scent. But anyway, this one is Radiant Nectar by Clean Reserve. This is one that I've sort of gushed about before, about how I like really liked it. I still really like it, and the lasting power is still just as bad as the last time I mentioned it, but I like it so much that I'm okay to just repurchase a bigger bottle so I can have more of it. I always say this kind of smells a bit like a bubble tea shop or like brown sugar boba. Its notes are like mostly pear. I get a lot of pear in here and it smells like brown sugar. I don't think that's listed, but I also think like there's musk and ambrette in here as well, which is, I mean, it just smells so nice. It's not a clean musk, I would say, you know, it's not like a laundry musk or anything. It really just smells a bit like sugar and pear, and it sort of has this like burnt or caramelized quality to it, which I really enjoy, and I think this one would be really nice for spring. So this is Dama Bianca, and I don't think I showed it in my last update. If I did, I'm sorry. But this is how much I have used up, so hopefully there's no glare, but this is the December line from where I rolled it in, and then this second line is from February. Actually, I know we're in March, but we ended off, or I finished this off in February at this level. So I think my original goal was to use maybe 10, so like 5 or 10 milliliters. I'm not sure, but I think I used up quite a bit. I don't know if that's 10 mils, but it's good enough for me. Let's just say that. This is a very nice, cool, powdery scent. It kind of smells wet as opposed to many of the powders out there that smell very dry. This is kind of like a wet, dewy vanilla scent. It has iris in it and malt, and I'm not sure if violets are in here, but I definitely smell some fruitiness, and I think there's kumquat as well. I think it's super easy to wear, and I think if I finish this, I think I'll repurchase it. I'm not totally sure at this moment, but for now it is rolling out. The next scent I have to show you is Eau d'Huile by Diptyque. I don't know if it was this dark from my previous video, but I feel like every time I look at this bottle, the juice inside just gets darker. But I had a 5-use goal on the scent and I have exceeded that goal. Wow, no need to clap. It's a very enjoyable fragrance for me. It's really sort of, it almost has this like mentholated quality, but not really. Like, it doesn't smell minty at all, but it smells like a breath of fresh air. And I'm almost certain there's some kind of ambroxan in here. I know for sure the Eau de Parfum version has ambroxan listed, but I feel like the EDT has it as well because it's such a very like airy scent. It has a lot of space in the fragrance, so when you spray it, it has a lot of room to breathe. It doesn't feel like choking or anything. This one is another nice one for spring as well. So this is primarily a vanilla scent, but it has other notes such as juniper. I feel like I always just think this is a vanilla and juniper scent. I can never remember the other notes, but I think it has like ellyn in it and cardamom as well. But you can kind of see it's an aromatic vanilla. It's not super sweet. It's not really smoky. It's kind of just like vanilla and trees, vanilla and the outdoors. It's really pleasant on a spring day. So this one is going back into my collection. Now this scent, this is another one that I rolled in last time. This is True Lust by Etat Libre d'Orange. I always have, sorry for all the noise, someone's vacuuming upstairs. I always have such trouble pronouncing this house name, but this is a leather and violet scent primarily, and I also think it has rum and coconut. But mostly I get a very fragrant floral violet scent. It's sweet and powdery, and then the leather is like a true leather. It's not like, the leather is very leathery, but the amount of leather in here is a small dosage. So when you smell it up close, well, when I smell it on my skin up close, it's very like pungent raw leather. But then in the air, in the sillage, it's actually a really sort of perfumey kind of scent, but in a pleasant way. I know I always complain about things being very perfumey, but this one's actually, you know, this one I can actually tolerate, which is interesting. So I feel like up close as well, when you sniff it, well, for me anyway, I get like a tiny teensy weensy bit of cumin. And I know that's a very controversial, polarizing note, but I actually enjoy cumin in like small doses. I feel like it adds sort of a like sexy edge to things. But cumin is not something that I want other people to smell on me. It's more something that I just enjoy solo by myself. So that being said, I like this. I'm still like on the fence about how much I like it, or if I hate it, or if I'm indifferent. Like, this is just a chameleon of a scent. I can't make up my mind on whether I like it or not. I quite enjoy how floral it is and how much of a shapeshifter it is. The florals are actually pretty unrestrained. It's like you get a lot of violet, honestly. I just like, I wouldn't wear this and want other people to smell it on me, but I don't dislike it and I don't want to declutter it. It's just because it's kind of complicated and I can't make up my mind, so I can't decide if I like it or not because I feel like I always smell different things. Anyway, I don't know if this is making any sense, but I used up this much. I don't know if it looks any different from the last time I showed you because I didn't mark it, because I'm just very responsible very responsible that way. This is going back into my closet. I actually, okay, I'm gonna stop talking because I feel like every time I film one of these videos, everything I show just like ends up being a full-blown review, which it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be an update video. So the next one that I have to update you guys on is Pine Parfait by Le Monde Gourmand. I rolled this in to finish, but I feel like it's a very, well, I wouldn't say it's very wintry, but I wore this a lot last winter and I feel like it just has those sort of scent associations, so I don't really want to wear it outside of that time. It just doesn't feel right. So this is what we're working with right now. Sorry, there's like tape and there's glare, so hopefully you can even see what's going on, but I started at this line up here and now we're like sort of down here. So we're at the halfway mark of this bottle, and hopefully, you know, maybe by the end of this winter, like in December, it'll be done. But We will see. This is just a very nice, I need a word other than nice because I feel like all of these are nice. But this is a pleasant, very designer, smooth caramel. It's just caramel, is sweet. It has like a touch of fresh-ish rose and really a designery kind of pine. But I actually really enjoy it. It doesn't smell super synthetic or anything, which is nice. And it's easy to wear. I feel like when I wear my Juicy Couture tracksuit, I can wear something like this, which I do. The second last rollout is this one. This is Rose des Neiges by Les Parfums de Rosine. This is a very icy violet and rose scent, and I think it also has some watermelon note in it as well, but this just really makes me think of like a frozen winter rose, just like a rose popping out of the snow, and on the rose petals there's like a dusting of beautiful snowflakes, and it's kind of like icy and crystallized. And what I mentioned before was that this scent is really kind of pristine. It's like a very clean scent, not clean like 2025 definition of clean, but it's more like it's like when I look at a wedding dress, or if I look at a blank canvas or something, it's very white, and the moment just a speck of anything gets on it, it's immediately ruined, right? This scent is kind of like that, where I feel like I can spray it on, but the moment I start sweating, or like if I go somewhere that's grimy, the scent is just immediately dirtied and it's not a pleasant wear. So that's what I thought, and it's still kind of true, but I feel like when I wore it, I was fine. Like, it smelled very nice. I enjoyed it. I wore it more than 5 times, which was my original goal. So this one will be staying in at least for another year. So it's going back into my closet. And the last scent, okay, I'll say this. I actually filmed this video like a week ago, and I didn't like how it turned out. So I'm refilming it, but the bottle that I wanted to show, which is Baptême du Feu by Serge Lutens, is like in my closet that I forgot to pull out, and it's like deep in the recesses, so I don't want to be digging around and going upstairs and stuff. So I'm just going to show you this, which is kind of like a spoiler for what I'm rolling in. But just imagine this is what Baptême du Feu looks like, because they're basically at the same level. So I rolled that one in, and then I don't think I actually wore it that much. And I think my goal was only 5 mils of it to be finished, and I don't think I even reached that. But that's like it's kind of like a cold smelling spicy stewed orange juice type thing. It's not a very like rich orange. It actually smells kind of thin, kind of like watercolor to me. So that one's rolling out. I didn't hit my goal, but I'm gonna roll it back in at the end of this year, and then see if I can be more productive with it. So because I am rolling out 7? So yes, 7. So because I'm rolling out 7 bottles, I will roll in 7 new ones. Oh my god, that's so exciting. So I'll just grab them in random order. So this is Belle de Paris by Fragonard. This I actually got in France. Oh, this is so pretty. It's not exactly me, so I don't think I would wear it outside, but it's so nice indoors. This smells a lot like Infusion d'Iris by Prada. It's like a cool, damp powder. And actually, you know, these sort of have the same cool, damp, powdery quality, except this one is much sweeter and it has like some fruity notes in it. And vanilla, of course. This is more just like pure iris and powder. I feel like it smells like a really clean, peaceful, happy baby. It smells like a baby before you've introduced all the baby products to it, just like a newborn's skin that is very pure. And so this is how much of it I've used up so far. I only really wear this indoors. It's not really me if I wear it outside. And when I smell this, I feel like I smell the color blue, like a very pale kind of cool tone gray blue color, kind of like a robin's egg. Is that what it is? It's like one of those birds' eggs, and the egg is like a blue color. Sorry. I'll try to insert a photo here so I'll make more sense. But I think my goal will be to use 5 milliliters of this. I just want to set easy goals for myself this month. Next, I was really in the mood for some rosy stuff this month. So I actually have 2 rosy scents that I want to show you. So this one I flashed earlier. This is La Fille de Berlin by Serge Jutan. So I rolled a Serge out, so I feel like I gotta roll one in. This is such an interesting rose. Somehow it's somehow it's like just rose, but it smells like so much more. There's so many sort of facets of the rose that are all just locked up into this one bottle. It kind of has that green dewiness of the stem. It has that like a little bit of the potpourri quality that you can get with rose, but at the same time you can smell like the metallic facet that the rose can go in, or like the sort of bloody rose that you can get in some very deep rose scents. And there's also some honeyed jammy quality in here as well. It's just so interesting when all it is just rose. So I want to use maybe 3 milliliters of this just because it's kind of strong for an everyday wear. So La Fille de Berlin is something that took me a while to come around to, because for a long time I was only able to smell the very metallic quality of the scent, but I think as I've matured and my nose has sort of changed and become less sensitive to pungent things, La Fille de Berlin is really growing on me now. And for my second bottle, this one I'm rolling in to finish, so it's gonna be in for a long time, but this is Delina. This is Delina La Rosée. The La Rosée flanker is this is for someone that's really girly and put together, I feel like. That's not exactly me all the time, but I only have this much left. And I think looks can be kind of deceiving because it doesn't look like that much and the glass looks very thick, but also this is the fat part of the bottle. So I'm not actually sure how much is left, but I want to finish it. This has been hanging around in my collection for way too long. It's really a pretty rose scent. Obviously, it does smell like a flanker of Delina. I think a lot of people have said that this kind of gets rid of the very tart rhubarb note in here. I mean, the one that was present in the original Delina, and I can still smell some of that like tart rhubarb lychee kind of thing going on. And it's a designer rose, but it's a very pretty, very round, very enjoyable designer rose. I actually think it smells a lot like the original Chloe and also the Roses de Chloe flanker. And if you smell them independently, they really smell similar, but if you smell them side by side, you can really easily tell which one is more expensive than the other one. I like Delina La Rosée a lot, but I don't think I like it enough to repurchase this over the regular Chloe, which I just find the regular Chloe easier to wear. It's cheaper. It doesn't feel like a mental burden for me to wear it. Whereas this I know is like, it's expensive. So I don't want to wear it just, you know, like doing whatever, like gardening or something. And that mental block has really prevented me from wearing this as much as I want to. Like, I just want to finish it, but I haven't been able to bring myself to finish it just because of the price. So I will attempt to, you know, force myself to finish it, and hopefully it'll be good news. Next is another Serge. This is Fleur d'Oranger. This is an orange blossom scent primarily, but it has a lot of other things in it. I think there's like tuberose and jasmine. It's just like a floral bouquet, but the main note is orange blossom, and it's not a very like candy like sweet gourmand orange blossom. It's not really what you see, like, I know the popular ones these days are Sintra by Memo Paris and also like Love Don't Be Shy by Killian. Those are very foodie type orange blossoms. This one is more just like, it's kind of tea-like. It doesn't smell like candy or anything, and it doesn't have any note of tea, but it just has that kind of watercolor quality of tea. So for that reason, I really like it. It kind of smells like lukewarm water made of orange blossoms. It's really beautiful for the spring, so I'll happily wear this. I want to use up maybe like 5-ish milliliters of this, and because this is just a 50 ml bottle, you should be able to see the progress a bit better. Next, I have this scent. This is Shade by Lush. This is how much I have right now. So let's see. And I don't have a goal for this, maybe 5 milliliters, but this is a 30 ml bottle. I really just like this, and I don't think I wear enough considering how much I like it. The issue is that I think the scent might be like a me scent, you know? A lot of these scents I really enjoy, but I don't think they're truly me. This one might be a me scent. The opening is kind of harsh. It's kind of minerally, a little bit oily smelling, and it's just pungent, but once it dries down, it becomes this beautiful sort of like milky sweet incense kind of smell. And I always compare this to, like, imagine you were taking a bath like in an onsen or, you know, in a public bathhouse, and then like it's just this big beautiful room, and the water is like a little bit cloudy, like a little bit milky looking, and it's steaming, and like it just is fragranced by incense. This is a very kind of warm smelling incense to me, on my skin, and it's milky and a little bit sweet. It's just so it's so pleasant and unique, and I think this is kind of a scent that's slept on a lot from Lush. It's overshadowed by the other offerings from the brand. So Shade I will happily enjoy. I think it's great for the springtime as well. So next is this scent. Let me get the fingerprints off of it. This is Burberry Goddess. Sorry for the flashy bottle, but this is a lavender vanilla scent. I think there's something called like vanilla caviar or whatever. I don't know, but it really just smells like vanilla and lavender to me, but not like Mon Guerlain. And I think it reminds me a lot of Mon Guerlain. They do smell similar, obviously, because they share the primary notes of vanilla and lavender, but this one just smells a little bit fruity to me. Like, it almost smells kind of like pear or quince or like something, and it just has this kind of like oomph and this thing that I like more than Mon Guerlain. So I actually quite enjoy this. I broke it out for like a month last year, and I used so much of it in that 1 month. So I'm just gonna use this for like a month or two and then see where I get. I kind of just want to roll it in because I like it. And remember how I said I already filmed this video once and I'm just like refilming it. So basically all those scents that I showed you, I've already started using, and some of the levels are like lower than the first time I filmed my video, including this one, because I've been wearing this a lot. Yeah, I just really like it, and it actually lasts on me, which is such a pleasant surprise compared to all the other scents that don't last on me at all. So I don't know what this is. Maybe the scent molecules are like bigger or something. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up, but I will happily use this for the next few weeks. Next, I have this one. This one I want to get more use on. This is Freaking Gorgeous Friday by Zara. I really hate the name, but this is like a Kenzo Amour dupe. It's like a lotiony kind of rice pudding-y vanilla scent. It really just smells like lotion in the best way. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit vanillic, starchy. I think I enjoy this so much because it's so easy to wear and it's so comforting. And I think this is, well, if you've smelled Kenzo Amour, this is a pretty good dupe for it, but this is sweeter and more like, this is sweeter and less starchy than the Kenzo one. I find the Kenzo a bit kind of like has the feeling of like rice or cardboard in a good way, but this you can tell there's something more sweet in the base. And the reason why I want to use this is because I own Kenzo and I own this one, and I also own like Siwa. Yeah, I own Siwa by Memo Paris, which is similar. It's like very much in the vein of this type of scent. And I also have Harvest Mouse by Zoologist, which is, I would say, like in this family, but the much more niche version of these like lotiony, cereal-y type scents. So I really just need to like use them and figure out which one I like the most. And you know, it might be this one that I like the most because it's so easy to wear and it just smells good. And I've received compliments on it before. So I just want to get this stuff used up and figure out which of these like 3 or 4 scents I like the most, so I can kind of just keep one instead of having a bunch of them. So for goals, maybe I could use like 10 mils of this. Ideally, I would use up all of it, but that's a big ordeal. So maybe 10 mils would be good for me for now. So those are 7 bottles, but I have another one, like a bonus one that I wanted to roll in. This is Narciso Rodriguez for her. Oh my god, look at all the fingerprints. This is a sort of sharp musk, I would say, but it's something that kind of blends into your skin and is it's kind of like a sexy smell. It's sharp and it's interesting but easy to wear at the same time. So I really like these types of scents that can capture my attention and not make me feel bored, but also not challenge my brain too much. It's like the correct difficulty level for me. I thought I really like this. And then on paper, I should really like it because it's like a sexy sort of like slightly sweet musk scent with some florals. But I don't know, like I already said, you know, I've been wearing this stuff because I've filmed this video twice, but I actually don't know if I really love this as much as I thought I did. So I'm gonna keep wearing it and we'll see. I think I prefer the L'Absolu version, which is long discontinued, but whatever. This is also an opaque bottle, so that's why it's like a bonus roll-in, just because you can't see any progress on it. So I'm gonna wear it and update you guys on whether I want to keep it in my collection or not. So that was a lot of talking. I'm really tired. Hopefully I don't have to film this video a 3rd time, because the first time I think I just said everything was nice. Oops. Hopefully it was an exciting update. I would love to know what you guys are wearing. If you finished anything up recently, or I don't know, like if you're working on anything. I think I'm gonna make a video about spring scents that I really like, so stay tuned for that, possibly. And until next time, I will see you. Bye!